Here is another poisonous plant, the Cape lilac, also called the China berry and the white cedar, and multiple other names. It ranges quite widely throughout a lot of Asia and Oceania, ranging from Australia up through Indonesia all the way around to Malaysia and a bunch of countries in between. It also can be found in other areas such as Europe and North America as a decorative plant. However, it is quite toxic and has become invasive in a couple areas of North America. All parts of the plant are considered to be poisonous, but mostly the leaves and the seeds. The fruits are less dangerous because they do rely on certain animals to eat them in order to spread the seeds around to reproduce. However, if the coating of the seed is punctured by chewing, then all of the toxins get released and tend to poison said animal. The main animal that consumes these berries are birds, which are mostly immune to these toxins and also don't really chew, so that's not a problem anyway. They eat the fruits of these plants in order to reach a kind of drunken state due to some of the toxins that are not lethal to the birds, but do kind of make them intoxicated to some degree. It's also been noted that bats and hummingbirds occasionally visit these plants as well to pollinate and feed on them, but that's a little bit less common. Not a whole lot is known about the specific toxins, what they are and what the most toxic one is, but there may be different types of resins, glycosides, and neurotoxins found. If humans ingest them, the symptoms start within a couple hours, including things like nausea, vomiting, dizziness, and in more severe cases, extreme stomach pain, lack of muscle control, and even cardiac arrest, which, if left untreated, is the main cause of death. And death can happen if a large enough amount is consumed after around 24 hours, so it is relatively quick acting. I couldn't really find anything on the specific treatment or if there's any antidotes for this. I would assume most of the treatment comes from supportive therapies and trying to flush all of the toxins out as quickly as possible. The Cape lilac tree does have other uses beyond being ornamental and poisonous. The wood is quite often used in carpentry, and the dried berries are quite often used to make rosaries. However, do again keep in mind that all parts of this plant are toxic to consume, and while the wood seems to be totally safe, just if there's living ones around, be careful with them.